Hey guys, it's not spring just yet, but we're getting there. One of the things I love about living in Japan is how many beautiful sunny days we get. So come with me as I pull out all of my spring knits and let's do some getting them ready for the season, maybe some mending, some washing, and I just went up the steps. And let's do also finding all of our springtime whips that I know I have that I cast on last summer or last spring. Ooh, almost dropped the phone and didn't quite finish. It's chocolate. Boop. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah. All right, so I've gathered all of my springtime tops and salt shirts and all of my springtime works in progress from last spring that I didn't finish, and we're going to pull them out, we're going to talk about them, and we'll go through them one by one. We're going to start with the finished objects, and I'm going to talk through each one of them, the pros and the cons, and how much I wear them. I've had them stored up all winter because I don't really wear them in the winter with short sleeves. Our house here in Japan is quite cool, even inside with the heat running. So I don't wear short sleeves at all during the winter. So they've just kind of been hibernating. So let's pull them out. The first one I have, which is actually one that I made before moving to Japan and brought it with me, is a Soldotna Crop by Boyland Knit Works, and I really love these colors. The gold is really pretty. This is made in a DK weight yarn. It has pretty much no sleeves and it's cropped. I find that I don't wear this one very much, even with the increase in the amount of high-waisted jeans that I have since I made this. I used to have a pair of leggings that matched this color that were high-waisted. I used to wear it quite a bit with that, but they got damaged, and so I had to get rid of them, so I don't have them anymore. And maybe I need to order a pair specifically to wear with this, just some high-waisted leggings and then my little crop sweater. However, it is quite thick because it's DK and it's color work everywhere, so it's 2 strands of yarn going through, and I find that I don't wear it very much. There aren't very many days where where my arms don't need to be covered and I need that much wool warmth around my chest. So I recently made a new one of these, and I talk about this in my first podcast coming back. And it has long sleeves and it has a fuller length to the body, and that one has already gotten way more wear than this one ever has, and I've had this one since pre-2020. I feel like that's how we all divide our life now. There's pre-COVID, pre-2020, and post-COVID after 2020. And so this was a pre-2020 or right around 2020 project. So I've had it for a while. My next top is this one has a stain on it, so it needs to be laundered. A self-drafted, you can see the light through it, and this is a linen yarn that I ordered off of Etsy. It's a raglan construction top, and this color works really well for me. It's beautiful, And yeah, it's very fine stitch. I ordered this before, like I've had this one for at least 4 years too, and back then you couldn't really find linen yarns quite as easy. My toddler is at home, and I find that if I don't do these videos with him around, they'd never get done. And I really want to do these. I really want to share what I have going on and what mine revolves around my knitting world, which then means that I have to work with him. And so I hope you don't mind a couple of cuts here and there and maybe some noise in the background. It is what it is. Anyway, I was talking about my linen top. This is one of my most worn tops in the spring and summertime. I self-drafted this one. I used the raglan construction, and then you don't close it all the way at first. You go back and forth and you go building this until you get to about here, and then you cast on the center stitches. And I wanted this to be a bigger opening, and so I had to adjust my stitches, move them around a little bit to make it not a boat neck. It still comes down, but it's a wider neck. The fabric is gorgeous. It has gotten significantly softer since I made it. I think I was talking about how I ordered the yarn for this, and it's actually not yarn, it's linen thread, like a thick weaving thread, and I held it double to make it, and it was a labor of love. The linen, when you buy it, the linen was very stiff, and it did hurt my hands. I remember having to take breaks from this project to give my hands a break, but now that it's done and it's been washed a handful of times and I've worn it, it has softened up quite a bit. I did this, I can't see, turn around. I did this design on the back. It's just like some open work. It's kind of on my side here that just allows more openness, just kind of random. I think I got bored on the body and just wanted a little extra. I have a split, not high-low hem, but they're different. The front and the back's a little bit longer. And it's big. I usually just wear a sports bra under, something that I don't mind. It might peek out just a little bit, but it's still offering me full coverage. So it does need a wash. I've got some sweat stains going on here, and I have a stain here. So this is actually going to go down here, and it's going to go in my to be washed pile. This one will go back into my drawers in my closet, ready for wear. My next one is one that I just completed this last spring. So this is a new one, and it is the Ankers. It's not the Ankers Tee because that is a fingering weight. This is a DK weight. So this is the Ankers My Size by Petit Knit with no sleeves. And then this yarn is a Ramie and Cotton Linen, so it's a blend. And I'm very excited about the summer and spring yarns that are available nowadays. I currently have a cotton merino one that I'm super excited to work with. I've talked about it before, haven't gotten around to it. So I made this one. It's a little bit cropped. It also has a split hem. But yeah, the Ankers My Size, which is the DK weight one, by Petit Knit with just no sleeves and a shorter body. This one, because of what it is made out of, I will also launder before wearing this season. I found that the DK weight, I could wear it in the spring, but it really was not a thickness of fabric that I could wear in the summer. It was too hot. It gets very hot here in the summer. I could still wear my linen one in the heat of the summer, and it was fine. I'd wear it with like denim shorts or even with jeans, and it dressed up an outfit. The fabric in the sun of that linen yarn just looks gorgeous. So definitely something I'm going to be looking at making more similar to that, and that way they just are, because they're a finer gauge it's a lot more stitching to do, so it takes longer to make. So this one also needs to be laundered. I don't see any loose ends or anything to be woven in, so definitely just give this one a fresh wash and get it ready to wear. And last but not least, I have another, I can feel some stickiness here on my back shoulder, which makes sense because I have kids and they hug you and they touch you and then their hands are dirty. So, how did you get peanut butter on the back of your neck? I have a toddler. Okay, so this is my last one, and this one is made from fingering weight merino yarn, and this one self-drafted, again, probably the same stitch count as the blue one or similar, and it has a lace coming up on the side of the sleeve here, which I really like. It adds some airiness. And this one also needs to be laundered, but since this one is a superwash merino, I will be hand washing this one. It also has the lace detail coming up the side seam. So coming up right under the arm, right here, it also has that one. It's a darker color, so it's kind of hard to see it, but when I wear it, you can see it. And I find that you can't see my bra through any of this because the holes aren't that big, because again, it's fingering weight, and so the lace looks very delicate. This also is one that I wore in the springtime, but then come full-on heat of summer, I could not wear out and about. So this one will also be getting a wash, and I do see a thread here. It's always good to every once in a while check your, so I have a thread I need to snip. It looks like the end has been woven in because it's in a, not near an edge or anything. And I can kind of feel where it's been, so it just needs to be cut off. And I have another one here coming out of my armpit. So definitely a good idea to go through your seasonal stuff and give it a little fresh wash if you didn't wash it before putting it away, which I didn't because I had a smaller baby. So this one will also get washed. All right, moving on, we are now going to talk about works in progress, springtime works in progress that I unearthed from my not finished pile. We'll grab this one first. It's been living in this little project bag. This is actually a Japanese lunch sack, but it works as a small project bag, circular. The ties to the point where I'm like, I need to deconstruct this and make it just bigger to be able to hold a sweater. It also has some of my pins on it. And my favorite pins from back in the day. These are pretty old, but anyway, so in here I have a pair of shorty socks, and they are blowing out because it is neon yellow. This is the yarn. It's a Superwash Merino, Spanish Merino, that I bought here in Japan, and it is neon yellow, and there's no way to not make it just bright. And then here is my one finished sock, and so I really want to finish these. I think they will look super cute with my little white slip-on sneakers and some shorts with that little pop of just neon popping out of the bottom. Then I can tell everyone I made these. They're super cute. They're super comfy. So yeah, so I just need to finish this one. I am currently working Magic Loop, and it looks like I completed my decreases on the gusset, and now I am just working. I'm going to work my foot to the right length. I'll count my stitches here and then do my toe decreases, and I will be done. So this is one of my spring projects to get working on, so I can have these for spring. And I did just an all over rib, to make sure it's nice and snug against my foot. And then I'll wash and block these. I don't know when I'll get to this. These are kind of back burner projects, but maybe I need to just stick this little project excuse me, in my car or wherever I'm going and take it with me. So that's springtime project number 1. Springtime project number 2 is the Ankers Tee by Petit Knit, and it is living in this little basket that I have, a little sticker on it, and I'm not sure how far. This is still got my needles on it. No stitches lost, that's good. It's been hibernating all winter long. That's the back. So I separated for the sleeves, and it looks like I got about 2 inches of the body, but those stitches are little, very little. So here it is, my Ankers Tee. I don't think I'll need to do much on the sleeve once I'm done, so I really just need to finish the body. And I am making it with this linen Ramie cotton. It's a fingering weight. It's the same as the pink one, but the pink one was a DK weight, which actually I feel like this one is lace weight. It's really thin. If I held this double, I think it would be thinner than the yarn, the DK weight, for the next jump up on this one. And I have plenty of it. It obviously did not take that much to make. Maybe I bought the yarn thinking I was going to make something long sleeve. But this one will be super cute in the springtime to wear with just some jean shorts or some jeans. Like the little ribbing detail here. So just need to kind of do some potato chip, just stitching to go round and round. And last but not least, this one doesn't even have a project bag. It's in a plastic bag. This I started when I was pregnant with my son. I remember that. And this is a hand-dyed with silver selena. And this was a swap yarn that I got from a friend when I was living in Texas. I met her at the park and she was crocheting and I was knitting. And she later started dyeing, and so yarn. And she wanted a sweater for her daughter, and so I knit her daughter a sweater, and she sent me yarn, I think 2 or 3 skeins of her hand-dyed yarn that she was making. She doesn't do it anymore, but that was a super sweet thing, and I have not touched this in forever. I don't even know. So pretty. Oh my goodness. Alright. And also have split for the sleeve. Oh, look at that! I have split for the sleeves. This must be self-drafted because there's not a pattern printout in it. Excuse me. That looks like a raglan construction. I don't know if you've noticed, but when I self-draft stuff, I like a raglan construction. The fit of it is great. And then look at the back. It's got lace all over it. Guys, this has been bagged up. It smells good. This has been in that bag since I was pregnant with Lincoln, so it's coming up on 3 years. I need to finish this. I need to finish this. It is so cute, and the pink is perfect for our time here in Japan with all of the pink cherry blossoms that are about to bloom. Ooh, I'm excited to work on this. Lincoln, look! Anyway, this I think is going to move up in the queue of things because I want to finish this before all of the blossoms bloom and I can get some pictures with it. thank you past me for putting stitch markers for the lace work. There's stitch markers at every lace repeat. And I've split for the sleeve, so I'm not increasing anymore. Yes, this will be what I'm working on. From now on, I'll have to figure out the lace chart. But I can do that. I'm excited. All right, so I have this much left of the one that's connected, and then this one is not connected, but it was unwinding. And this much left. So I'm going to leave this out of the plastic bag, and I'm going to find a little project bag for it and to carry it in. And this is going to be one of my next cast-ons. I hope this pink fits my complexion. Light pinks sometimes are hit and miss with my winter skin. I get a little color in the summer, and in the winter I just get very, very pale. So, all right, well, thanks for watching me unearth my hibernating springtime projects and finished items. I got some fiber in my mouth. So yeah, thanks for watching. Currently my videos are having a hard time getting an audience outside of Japan. I'm going to try and message some people to maybe help get some clicks stateside, so that maybe they'll show up on more people's feeds. It's just a matter of time. I'm still going to keep doing this, but I'm super excited about the pink. I'm looking at it over here. I'm super excited about that pink top and my projects that I have going. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this kind of video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and I will be back probably in a couple of days with a regular episode where I update you on my current projects. And I think you might be seeing this pink one back in rotation after this. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. Bye.